I really can't see. Hi, artist. I am so sleepy. Get up. I am so sleepy today. Hello, hello, hello. Grand Rising, everybody. I believe we're on fascicule number 6. Oops, me too. What happened? Oh, I don't know why people keep doing that. Okay. How are people doing? Hey, Spider Dog, how are you? We only got one person in here, but Don't know. It's quite heavy. I guess the only good thing is that I end up posting it on my YouTube, so at least the knowledge still circulates, right? Oh, you're nice, spider dog. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead. Maybe we'll do half, and that way we can continue another time. And let me see how much pages I have. So starting from 73, and then we go all the way. It's not too bad. It's literally, well, it's quite a bit. Okay. All right, I am just going to read because Spider Dog is here, and it's about quality, not quantity, and the universe knows best. So, all right. 1984, 6-month fascicule number 6. The knowledge transmission diagram. So I just want whoever can see. I'm trying to, okay. It may be backwards. There we go. So basically, they're just outlining. So our sun is not like a sun as we think, like it's a boiling, melting pot. It's actually a focal point of energy transfer. And depending on how our understanding and perception is, we may think that, oh, it's warmth and it's whatever, but it's codes. It's codes, it's symbology, it's a whole bunch of stuff that is coming through the sun. It's a portal. It is a focal point. That is what a portal is, where a whole bunch of energy converges, and then it is spread out to wherever that it needs to transmit that energy to. In our case, our planet or whatever it is, right? So let's see if I can see this. All right. So this is basically outlining how energy or information is transferred from the sun. So within our solar system, we have Mercury, Pluto, Neptune, Mars. Mars is the focal point of one of the biggest transmissions within our universe, Uranus, and Earth, right? But you can see that the arrows outside of our solar system, energy or information to come to our solar system comes through the sun, spreads to all of us, and then for information to get out of our solar system, it also goes through the sun to the universe, right? So it says, so Sun, Mercury, Mars, Earth, Sun, Pluto, Mars, Earth, Sun, Earth, Mars, Earth, Neptune, Uranus, Mars, Earth, Pluto, Neptune, Mars, Earth, Pluto, Uranus, Mars, Earth, right? So we're obviously Earth because that's where we are. That's why it's constant, right? But all for information to get out, it goes through Mars, right? And then to the various channels or planets, and then gets out through the sun, except for when it comes to Neptune. But this is how information is transmitted from our universe outwards. Okay. So the transmitting center is Mary, not Mary, Mary. That is Mars. Okay, I'm gonna shrink myself a bit. Okay. So the date of the message was 22/10/1982. So Mars is our transmission center. In terms of our I guess dome or our pack of planets. All transmission triangles are sent to Earth through the channel of Mars. The sun sends messages to all galaxy fields in the 9 dimensions in accordance with the unified field, right? So that's what I was telling you about the sun, that any information that is coming outside of our galaxy or universe comes through the sun. So the sun is not like this boiling, melting thing. It's actually a focal point of energy and information and symbolism and codes and ciphers coming through, right? Like you can visualize it as like like what is that thing, a microscope of some sort, and then like all the different channels of energies coming through, and then it just kind of like prismatically spreads it out to where it needs to go. But it's all codes. It's not, it's all information. Whatever it's coming through, anything, even the clouds, everything is information, right? Okay, so all the transmission triangles are sent to Earth through the channel of Mars. The sun sends messages to all galaxy fields in the 9 dimensions in accordance with the unified field. The coordinate states of the messages you receive are very correct and real. From now on, the messages will be given from a single channel to Mevlana, who is connected to the code of Alpha. The star in line with the pole makes an angle of 93 degrees with your Earth, and this fact creates an extraordinary state at the beginning of each century. So a 90-degree angling or alignment with our star, which would be our sun. So our Earth and our sun has to be a 90-degree in alignment every century. The meridians where the angles intersect are supervised by the sacred light. This supervision occurs in conformity with the universal theory. You find, so nothing happens by chance. All alignments, like today is a 7. Today is a number 7. So today is March 23rd, 2023. Today is a 7. Today is a portal opening. Today is also the beginning of Ramadan, which happens in a specific alignment in the Islamic calendar. So today, massive portals have opened today. So today is literally the transition of the old world, which we knew as the New World Order. That is no longer the New World Order. We are in a new quantum world, in the quantum space right now, and that is because of all the alignment. So it's funny how this chapter actually talks about in every century 90-degree, the star in line with pole makes an angle of 90 degrees with your Earth, and this fact creates an extraordinary state at the beginning of each century. The meridians, and remember the Gregorian calendar and their centuries are off, right? The meridians where the angles intersect are supervised by the sacred light. The supervision occurs in conformity with the universal theory. You, the friend groups who are connected to the central system, will from now on receive the messages with all the details from the pen of the golden age. It is the most correct knowledge source, talking about the book. Now count all the planets in sequence: Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Earth. The sun is a source of life above everything. And again, we're talking about the source of life. We're literally talking about the sun being a focal point of energy transmission. Everything is energy. Whether we feel it as, oh, the sun is really hot today, it depends on how much energy, how much codes are coming through the sun and from where, right? If it's getting a frequency from a higher dimension, say the 18th dimension, it is going to be way hotter. We're going to feel it as hot, but it's because of the code, it's because of the vibration, it's because of the waves that are coming in, and the intensity of the waves because it's coming from a quicker dimension, right? So that is what the sun really is. Now, when the sun has come in line with Mercury, okay, Mars, Earth, in conformity with the unified field, that is when they have been on the same perpendicular direction with the sun, the magnetic power fields of the other stars have annihilated the negative powers in the universe and opened a healthier communication path. That is today. Yo, this is crazy. I was not going to go live. This is crazy. This is crazy because a lot of people are talking about the alignment of the planets and the portals opening, and today being the 7 and the old world literally got cut off. Today, midnight, the old world got cut off, and now we're in a new world. We're in a new energy focal point. We're in a new quantum focal point. We're in a new spiral vibration. We're in a new radio frequencies coming through. We're in a new awakening cycle. This is that day. This is that perpendicular day. And it's funny how literally this is friggin', I'm gonna cry. This is too much for me. I'm gonna cry. Dear Lord, oh my days. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. Now, when the sun has come in line with Mercury, Mars and earth in conformity with the unified field. That is, when they have been on the same perpendicular direction with the sun, the magnetic power fields of the other stars have annihilated the negative powers in the universe and opened healthier communication path. This is our telepathy. This is our connection with our higher self. This is our connection with the cosmos, the universe, divinity. This is it, right? And all the negative stuff in the universe is now in our atmosphere is annihilated, because there's so much positive frequency coming through that is literally cutting off all the negative parts. So this means that today is a day that every single thought of yours should be in alignment with your greater and higher self, with your greater and higher wish, with the future that you see for yourself, with the unity of humanity, with harmony and love for all of us, with all of us living financially free and abundant, free of all these atrocities and all these depressive factors. Like, today is a day that everyone should literally align yourself and project all that positive thought, and let's welcome in that new energy, that new positivity, that new alignment. Today is literally that day, and it's crazy how we're touching on it now. The annihilation of the old universe, literally, that the earth is shifting. Today, the annihilation of the old universe is nothing but annihilation of the negative powers. How many of you have been hearing this on social media? Those who are outside the magnetic field can receive all this knowledge. They are not exposed to any negativeness, for they are in a subjective field. Here at the moment, helium, carbon, and nitrogen quantities have been lowered, and sunny days full of oxygen have been prepared. These compounds are almost extinct now. Only sufficient quantities are left in the air, and that is necessary for you. All connections will continue for centuries to come. The important thing is to be on the same coordinate. Everything has been regulated according to the code adjustment of the central system. All our endeavors will prepare a sunny road for you. So what? The important thing is to be on the same what? Coordinate. What coordinates are we talking about? We're talking about literally you being aligned with everything. Like, if negativity is being pushed out and being annihilated, that means only positivity is being aligned with our universe. So what coordinate should you be on? On the positive coordinate, positive thought, positive feeling, positive vibration, positive frequency, positive energy, all of that. Remove all that negative stuff. Especially today and onward, you don't want to tap into that low vibration, because we're literally going from that pool. We're in that pool, and I don't want to be on the negative pool. I want to be on the positive, and you have to make that decision for yourself too. Notice to our terrestrial brothers and sisters, okay. Date of message is 1984. Our friends, now we are transmitting a command that has come from the Supreme Assembly to you. As a necessity of the period, we found it necessary to stop the messages coming from the channel Alpha for a time frame. This is a command dictated from the channel of the Lord. So this was 1984. The fascicules of the book have been distributed for 6 months. During these 6 months, we have been dealing with the supervision of the medium. Only the general messages will cease to be given from the divine channel until the end of the year. Again, this is 1984. We are always in connection with your private channel. When the channel is opened, the fascicules will be distributed again. Meanwhile, there are many friends who will be connected to the central system. When their procedures are completed, we will continue to elevate the frequencies. These frequency elevations will be made through general announcements, and perception powers of everyone will be assessed, right? So we're literally getting frequencies being thrown on us from higher dimensions. Like, we are in that time. We are in that time, and like, you can't even deny it. Like, everybody's feeling it. Even the negative people that don't believe in all this stuff, they're coming out in their negative way, but they're still saying it, but just negative. I don't believe in aliens. But before, they would never even talk about, they would never even say the speech, I don't believe in aliens, or whatever their negative stuff is. Somehow they're still coming through, but in their own way of not coming through, but coming through. And they're doing it, like, literally, because they can't deny it. The cosmic rays are intense. There is a system of supervision in the entire universe. For this reason, actions are independent of your desires. There have been certain freedoms given to sincere people. That means that literally everything that is happening because it's calculated to happen. Our actions are independent of our desires. You know, that means that literally like everything that is happening is supposed to happen, and you should not be in jailed or enslaved by anything that is happening, because it's just a system that is happening, and you should handle it from an omnipotent point of view and just analyze the situation and just navigate through it. Don't get boggled down by all the events that are happening around you, inside of you, or in the entire realm. Don't get boggled down. It's predestined to happen. It's actually just symbologies, numbers, codes, energies, frequencies, all of it just doing the work that it's supposed to do. Remember, every energy is a conscious thing. Everything is conscious. Even your cells. There's part of the book, and I'll get back to it. But I'll get back to read it, but I want to explain this. Even your cells, every single nano speck, whatever, the tiniest molecule, the tiniest atom that you can even phantom, that makes up your body, that makes up your hair, your eyes, your teeth, everything, all of them are cells, right? And every single cell is conscious. And they're also completing their evolution tableau. And part of their evolution tableau is to work with a whole bunch of other cells and create a body for you. Eventually, they themselves will also be something that is also embodied. Just like right now, if you go see the cell, they're also capsulated into some kind of gelatin, cellular, translucent, light, blah, 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 blah. Like if you use like a microscope, or is it called a microscope? You know, that thing. If you look at the cell, it's like a translucent thing, but it's actually conscious because it's working. That's how you're surviving. All of it is doing their work. All of it is conscious. And in time, they themselves also go into another evolution. But right now, they're also completing at a different evolution tableau. Just like how there were some beings that were cats and rats and butterflies before they became human, your cells are also going through that stage. And they're all conscious beings. You are embodied by trillions of consciousness. That is massive. That is massive. Your hair, everything, that is massive. Okay. There's a system of supervision in the entire universe. For this reason, actions are independent of your desires. There have been certain freedoms given to sincere people. They are exempt from this supervision. There will be beautiful days in which they will see the good results. The sincere ones will illuminate the entire universe. Messages that are read will open the consciousness codes of those who read them. This is why I keep saying, like, I love the fact that I get to read this book on social media, where hopefully lots of people will get to, but I'm only propagating the book. Everybody else needs to get their book. Right? Because the consciousness codes of each individual that reads this book gets opened. Every single doubt, every single thought is analyzed, and the messages and information and any questions that you have is sent to you, whether through your dream state or whether through a frequency that just interjects into your field, however way. But when you read this book, literally all your thoughts are being assessed, and you are being activated by every single word that you read. That's why I keep stressing the importance of everyone attaining their book. Okay, group missionaries will work more seriously entering the central system. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys something. I've been hearing some stuff lately. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll talk more about it another time. But like I'm telling you, it's from the book, okay? It's from the book. And I have even a very cool story to tell you later on. Okay, group missionaries will work more seriously. Entering the central system does not occur by desire, right? So you don't just desire to get into the central system and you're in. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work of like the inner work and then the outer work. The outer work is once you attain the inner self, now you want to help everybody else attain that inner self, right? That is sharing the knowledge and helping people elevate from their depressions, right? So you don't just get tapped into the central system just because you think you deserve it. No. It has to reflect, right? And you will know. Efforts exerted on this path will be made by the power of those who are cognizant of their responsibilities, right? So to get to the central system, People will know what their responsibilities are in order for them to attain that connection to the central system, right? Only those who make this effort will be accepted here. To be sincere and to execute are different things. The goal is activity on the path of sincerity. You have to be active sharers and active awakeners and active light workers and active light seeds, right? We will prepare certain friends individually for the frequency of the medium they will enter. Individual contact charge humankind with responsibility. Operations in this direction will be accelerated even more. Private frequencies and universal frequencies are different things. Everyone who gains universal consciousness has the consciousness of what is to be done. Are you aware of what is to be done? Have you gained universal consciousness? I read and you pick up words and you ask yourself these questions because this book is a self-assessment, right? At the moment, everyone on the globe of your earth thinks only of his or her own self. They will take their glasses off and endeavor to see their surroundings more clearly. They should take their glasses off and endeavor to see their surroundings more clearly, right? All our efforts are for you. There will be special messages given to our people, our missionaries, who will see the good results of their endeavors. We will wait for the settling down of the system until the end of the year, and we will supervise. Sunny days will bring happiness and good news. That's from the Supreme Assembly. Our friends, there is a natural pressure, both material and moral, for the augmentation of the world frequency. This is not a pressure coming from us. It arises from your world, which has not been able to adapt itself to the universal status. You hear that? Right? It is very difficult to assemble the entire universe in a collective consciousness. For this reason, we have taken the differences in perception under supervision. Right? That means even those that are doubters and those that are believers, all of them, all our thoughts, all our consciousness is being supervised, right? As a necessity seen, the channel Alpha is closed until December 1984. Due to this fact, you will have a period of crisis, both material and moral frequencies of our friends who have gained cosmic awareness will not be shaken in this medium. So that was 1984. Meanwhile, your earth will go through many examinations, but it still applies to today, right? Because we see what's happening. Meanwhile, your earth will go through many examinations so it can emerge from obscurity. So our earth is going through its own examinations because it's trying to rise up from the well of darkness. This is a must because of evolution. You are in a mechanical order at the moment. Do not ever forget this. Even for a moment, everyone is under supervision and control. And this is not the Illuminatis. We're not talking about those fake ones. We're talking about our celestial family. We're talking about our sages, our prophets. We're talking about the central system. We're talking about divine beings that some are even bodiless and some are even translucent and some are prismatic colors. We're talking about higher people. We're not talking about these minions here, these, Okay. Do not ever forget this for a moment. Everyone is under supervision and control. Your thought and brain frequencies are controlled in your private world lives, right? So because you're trying to get us to that level where we don't have any negative thoughts. Because we're in the 3D world, which is filled with negative thoughts because we're in the world of choices, right? But it looks like the negativity really beat the crap out of us because a lot of us was just stuck there for a while. But now you can see the change. People are talking more about, people are more conscious about the thought frequency, that we're in control of our perception. We're in control of our environment. We're in control of our manifestation through thought frequency, right? Through thought energy. So a lot of us are now saying, I refuse to think negative. I don't care what's happening in the world. I don't care what's happening to me. I don't care what's happening within my family. I refuse to think negative. I am going to project that everything is fine or everything will be fine. That all of this is for a divine reason, that I rise above it and all that stuff. So like people are like really, really conscious thinkers in today's day and time because of all the cosmic rays that are waking us up. And we're understanding that all our negative thoughts were not from us. It was from the environment. Why? Because we're created pure. We're created from the pure essence of the Most High. And we come here pure, but we get we get kind of corrupted and sabotaged during our stay here, right? But now we're elevating ourselves above that, thanks to everything that is happening in the universe, right? So most of our human brothers and sisters who step out of their consciousness become aggressive, right? So if you're not aligned with your higher, peaceful, pure self, you become aggressive because you get so anyone that is not aligned with your higher consciousness become aggressive because they're not aligned with their higher self. They're not attaining universal knowledge, understanding why things are happening the way they're happening. They're personalizing all the events that are happening in their lives rather than stepping outside of it and being an omnipotent person and analyzing the situation and navigating it the way that it's supposed to be navigated. So anyone that is not aligned with your higher self, with your consciousness, who does not know themselves, is aggressive. Okay, since they do not know the origin of the problem, their depressions suffocate them even more. Oh my days. Every problem that is happening on this planet is not your problem. You did not cause that problem. It is happening to you and around you because it is meant to happen to you and around you because you are meant to be able to pass the exam of the problem that is given to you. But a lot of us don't understand why the problems are happening, and then we think, oh, we must be bad luck or something, or why is this happening to me? And in that state of confusion, we wallow more and more into the quicksand. We just keep going and going. No, you have to understand that everything is an examination. Don't personalize none of this stuff. Do not personalize any of this stuff. You're immortal beings. Do not personalize any of your problems, your marriage problems, your financial problems, your child that has a disability, whatever. Do not personalize any of this stuff because your child is also on their own evolution path and they have to learn not to also personalize any of the stuff that is happening to them, and you are supposed to assist them. So you cannot even get boggled down in all your depressions. You feel me? You cannot do that to them, and you are supposed to assist them. So you cannot even get boggled down in all your depressions. You feel me? You cannot do that. Sorry, am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. You cannot even get boggled down in all your depressions because they're not your depressions, they're your examinations. And if you understand it from that perspective, then you know how to tackle it better because we all go to school to pass, right? Okay. So most of our human brothers and sisters who step out of their consciousnesses become aggressive. Since they do not know the origin of the problem, their depressions suffocate them even more. We convey much knowledge to you through this book. We say propagate with all your power to the entire universe until the beginning of 1986, but no one has grasped the seriousness of the matter yet. Our human brothers and sisters will attain consciousness in the light of this book, will know which path to design, and will step forward accordingly. I'm telling you, this book, you find yourself, you find your genuine self in this book. You assess yourself in this book. You know which parts of you need to change in this book. You know how to think properly through this book, and you design your path. You know your destination, where you want to get at, and you design that path, and you say, this is where I want to go, and I'm going to make sure that my thought frequency is in this parameter this entire time because I'm going that way. Literally, you step forward into yourself. You literally quantum leap into your other existences that are of higher vibration. This very book will assist you in this way for now. And afterwards, universal knowledge will be given. Okay? After we attain all ourselves within this realm and we get out of this, universal knowledge will be given. The significant thing is to grasp the actual nature of the problem. What is the nature of the problem? You will see that everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. Do you doubt it? You know why you doubt it? Because you doubt it. Because you doubt it. Because you're not ready to let go of all the things that has happened. You are predicting your future based on your past. That's why you doubt that anything positive is coming for you. You doubt it. You're calculating and you are putting the bricks for your future based on past events, rather than letting the past stay there and you now project a future that you want and put the bricks for that future in the way that you want it to be for you. You feel me? All right. Okay. Today something is happening, but we'll talk about it later. Okay. This very book will assist you in this very way for now, and afterwards, universal knowledge will be given. The significant thing is to grasp the actual nature of the problem. You will see that everything will be all right. Your luminous path has been designed. However, those who deserve to tread this path are being searched for. Why? Because everybody's still in darkness. They're searching for those that will tread the path of light, because everybody's still caught up in their problems, and they are allowing their problems to keep shielding them, and therefore they're sinking within problems that are not even supposed to be problems, because they're forgetting that they're immortal beings, that they have the power to overcome all obstacles, right? This is the reason why a period of 2 years has been recognized for you. Time is very significant. Our sincere friends who have gained consciousness are the ones who will tread this luminous path. For now, you need patience for 2 years. If you do not withhold your endeavors, many of your terrestrial brothers and sisters will be taken to this luminous path. Again, we are responsible for one another, right? This is a period of sincerity and collaboration. You're not making it out of here alone. We have to try and bring as much people with us as possible, right? It won't be fun. Party of one. Back. Can somebody let me know that I'm back so I can continue? Anyone? Can anybody hear me? Okay, thanks. Okay. All right. This was also notified to you before as a command of the divine. The divine light of the universe is upon you. Pen of the Golden Age, PGA. They're literally telling you that the divine light of the universe is upon you. Like, bro, like, listen, you have to start taking these words in. These are a frequency. You have to start taking these words in. You feel me? Our friends, when the time comes, everything will be proven to you. Only then will the events convince you and assist you to attain the truth. Gradual engraftment system is applied in order to protect humans from brain shocks that can be caused by the waves extending towards the infinite. You are being regenerated in this manner. Exchanges outside this are being made with the essences who are the residents of this place. Listen, the engraftment process is literally like you're being cellularly upgraded for higher dimensions. Because if they open the front porch of the heavens and they let everything come pouring in, we're all going to take in a brain shock, and we're literally going to die or go mentally ill and do crazy stuff, because it's just going to be too much energy. So the engraftment process is the slow process of habituating us to higher dimensions. We always get in connection directly with friends who have been accepted to the presence of our Allah. People whose eloquence is strong, whose serenity is beneficial, and who will come from the realm of the spirit, earn the right to cite the utterances of Allah, right? The other religious books, the knowledge book, these are all utterances from Allah, because they're coming from the sacred tablets of God's decrees. These are knowledges taken from the sacred tablet, or released, I should say, or transmitted from the sacred tablets of God's decree. So you reading this book, you sharing this knowledge, you talking about love, frequency, and positivity, these are the utterances of our Creator. These are the people with the eloquence and the serenity, and that will come from the realm of spirits. You see that? All events that will occur are nothing but the mirror images of the spiritual entities. So all events that will occur are nothing but the mirror images of the spiritual entities on you. After your sacred religious fulfillment, attributes to be looked for in those who will pass from the gates that will be open to the firmament are as follows. So these are the attributes they'll be looking for those that will pass to the firmament. Anyone who does not know superiority, whose melody is in his or her eloquence, whose supremacy is in his or her essence heart. Okay, so your essence heart is from the Creator, is from Allah. That means that you even attribute yourself. Your greatness is because you're from greatness, but not because you think you're greater than somebody else. You actually understand that we are from greatness because we're from the one who is known as great, right? The Allahu Akbar, Allah the Great, right? Okay, whose supremacy is in his or her essence heart, whose light is in the divine light of his or her spirit, is the genuine servant of God. These people then earn the right to enter the medium of purity beyond evolvement. Now, I'ma run that by you again. Anyone who does not know superiority, whose melody is in his or her eloquence, whose supremacy is in his or her essence heart, whose light is in the divine light of his or her spirit, is the genuine servant of God. Literally, the one who knows that they are from the nothingness to the allness and the allness to the nothingness. The one who does not exist but yet exists, because they understand that they only exist because of the initial existence, that they don't exist because of their high and mighty self. They only exist because of the one who truly exists, right? That is the one who will earn the right to enter. That is the one who has supremacy in his or her essence heart. That is the one whose melody is in his or her eloquence. That is the one whose light is in the divine light of her spirit or his spirit. Their privileges among humans are even beyond the variances of frequencies. The augmentation of your reception powers does not mean anything. It only satisfies you as a necessity of the medium. So don't think that, you're able to do all this beautiful, powerful stuff. You're getting your Superman powers back and your Superwoman powers back. So you think, you're all awakening and all that stuff. Yeah, you have that back because it's naturally yours. But have you really found yourself? Do you still have that love within you? That love that extends to all the creations of the Most High? That you still have that humbleness within you? I see a lot of people getting their telekinesis powers back and everything. Do you still have that humbleness within you, or is it tripping you to an ego medium now, right? Some use these perceptions in fortune telling, but evolvement is something completely different. The seal of the essence heart of those who will be accepted here has been opened. They are not any more a possession of your world, but they are valuable people for the world enlightenment. Right. Okay. Assiduousness of the preserving ones makes us hopeful. However, their efforts are esteemed for us only when they have the quality to embrace the universal efforts. Otherwise, they remain in their own mediums, only with their own satisfactions. They continue to dispute and fight. The effort exerted on who is more superior than the other is nothing but a waste of time. Do you understand that? They literally said the word superior. They didn't even go into they didn't even go into all the different layers of superiority that we've imposed on ourselves on this planet. The classism, the racism, and all that stuff. They literally said effort exerted on superiority is a waste of time. All forms of superiority is a waste of time. Why? Because there's only one being that's superior. Two, we're from that being. So we should be humble, knowing that we're from the superior being, but it's not because we're superior. It's because we're created by superiority. That means that all of us are superior, or all of us are not superior. Either way, we're all the same. That's just the whole point. The allness to the nothingness, back to the allness, right? Even the book says that the one who puts the same value on gold as they put on sand, and who puts the same value on sand as they put on gold, has attained genuine consciousness. You feel that? Okay. So the effort exerted on who is more superior than the other is nothing but a waste of time. Knowledge already known is not beneficial for humankind anymore, but you have satisfied your appetite until today by spooning the utterances of our Lord. You have become a genuine human on this path. Now our Lord presents you with quite different repasts. You have chosen and are continue on a path, but you do not know what there is at the end of that path. You do not know the basis. However, human from human is differentiated from each other only by individual progresses on this path. Hand is extended to those who deserve it, right? So the difference is, the only thing that should matter is really like one's evolution tableau, like where they are in their evolution tableau, right? And then who's attaining the genuine human essence, right? And then who's attaining universal consciousness. But the joke is, even within that, there is no superiority. Why? Because the one who actually does attain universal consciousness and the one who is actually completing the evolution tableau is the one who is the most humble. The one who literally does not see themselves superior above anybody else. That is actually the one who is completing their evolution tableau. Okay? And they are specially trained in accordance with the commands given from the enlightenment channel. However, contacts occur when the time comes. The energies are not the same, but your advantage during this period is having the ability to receive the knowledge. This book is being dictated directly from the channel of the Lord. Its explanation is as follows. The code of Eunice and Mevlana is the highest code that humanity can ever enter. Those who get the approval to enter here, that is, those who have been trained, receive the permission to get in contact with higher levels. At the moment, 600 books are being dictated to your world from many channels. Humankind is being helped from different mediums, but the single code and channel is the alpha. One passes to the channel of humanity and involvement through this channel. Only this channel is connected to the channel of the Lord. It is beneficial to repeat it. Now we give you the code of Takamul, evolvement. Okay, so we're going to decipher the code of evolvement, Takamul, okay? So 1, T, Tedric, graduation, right? That is step by step, right? That's what literally graduation means, you know, to attain evolvement through step by step. 2, E, Ezel Ibed, past, future, eternity, all combined, right? K, Kavuzma, Vuslat, Kurtulus, reuniting, unification, salvation, connection with your higher self and the universe, right? 4, A, Ask, true love. True love for what? All that is created under your creator, true love, yourself, and everything that exists. 5, M, Menzel, range, right? Dimensions, range, measurements. 6, U, Unstanlook, superiority. 7, L, Liyakat, merit, right? So those who complete their evolution until the year 1999 and who can open up your brain codes up to the required level can easily receive knowledge beyond religions. This will be your resurrecting. We will always help you if you see the knowledge you receive in serving humanity, right? Sorry. We will always help you. We will always help you if you use the knowledge you receive in serving humanity. You're supposed to use the knowledge you receive to serve humanity. We can take you up to the dimensions unknown to you. If only you can come to the required level. Get yourself out of your depressions, right? Get yourself out of the well, right? All our endeavors are for this only. Only those who deserve will be taken here. The examinations you have had and those you will have. The examinations you have now I've lost myself. You have had and those you will have will prepare you for happy morrows. May my God illuminate all of you in this luminous path. Mustafa Mola. Now we understand that Mustafa Mola is at the back of the book. He says that is Angel Gabriel. Our friends, we ask you to understand the essence of the goal in all our endeavors and efforts. The medium is a purification medium. This medium of compassion. Oh my day. I don't know why people keep, I should accept. People keep trying to come on the live. I'm sorry for the interruption. Okay, so we ask you to understand the essence of the goal in all our endeavors and efforts, right? This medium is a purification medium. This medium is a medium of compassion. This is not a medium of fanaticism and bigotry. During frequency supervisions, changes in friendly conversations are created by this difference. The medium everyone is searching for is the place that is up the gate of the firmament. So this is where we should all be aiming for, right? Up to the gate of the firmament. The actual talent is to open this gate, right? We are trying with all our efforts to engraft you with this mentality. How do we open the gates of the firmament? What is the code? What do we need? Right? This is what we should be asking. This is what we should be pondering on, right? Where did you come from? Where are you going? First, you have to attain this consciousness. Where did you come from? And where are you going? You came out from beyond the firmament, and you must get out and go beyond the firmament. Okay? And what is there? Okay, so where did you come from and where are you going? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. First, you have to attain this consciousness. Only those who attain this consciousness can give up the prayer beads in their hands. Later, we will talk to you about the prayer beads. So literally they're saying only those who attain this consciousness can give up the prayer beads. Why? Because you understand then that you are a universal being, that you are immortal. Because if you ask yourself, where did you come from? Not here. You came from somewhere else. Where are you going? Not here. Going to where you came from. And how'd you get there? Either after you die or you get beamed. You came here through a portal, through your mother's womb, which is the black hole, that's a portal. And then you get out through another portal. You don't die. So then what is it then? Love. That's all it is. Then you don't need your prayer beads. Once you attain all that is. You came from love and you have to return back to love. You came from purity, you have to return back to purity. Okay? Religious integration follow a sequence. This is a systematic tableau. It is evident that that to perform the suggestions every religion teaches you is a hope-inspiring step. But to clinch to the knocker of the single gate in front of you tightly and to knock on that gate are different things, right? So you're not supposed to get attached to all the religions. You're supposed to allow it to lead you to the gate, but you're supposed to, know that you are at the gate now and find a way to open the gate. Each gate is open to you after the evolvement path you traverse. We told you several times that evolvement is not as easy as the word is pronounced. In the medium of sincerity period, goodwill has been considered as the single point. Goodwill, right? But do not forget that goodwill does not mean being evolved. Tolerance has 1,000 channels. So goodwill, and then there's tolerance. To possess only 3 of them takes you into the triangle of goodwill. Okay, so tolerance has 1,000 channels. 3 possessions of tolerance takes you into the triangle of goodwill. But you may enter the evolvement medium centuries later. That's how hard evolvement is. This is an evolution tableau. To come from beyond memories and to be educated are not the same thing. That is like the experienced person, who's been doing that job for 1,000 years versus the person who's going to school for it, thinking that they're superior, when experience offers a different perception and a different skill set, and a different problem solving abilities, right? So that experience is what is called beyond memories, right? That is your reincarnated periods and your evolutions that you have passed through, right? Versus education. So to receive the utterances of Allah and to be on his path to achieve liberation are different things. You always receive the utterances of Allah. You always serve on His path. But if you lack tolerance, your worship is not considered as worship. For us, the genuine worship is the namaz that is performed on the rug of the essence heart. The angel of liberation conveys only those who are competent in the essence heart to liberation. The angel of liberation conveys only those who are competent in their essence heart to liberation. So if you are on the path of liberation, the angel of liberation or the light of liberation or the knowledge of liberation, same thing, is there to assist you. Everyone comes across numerous gates. You knock at every gate. The halls beyond those gates are sometimes wide, sometimes narrow. Certain halls have gates, some do not. For some of them you find a way out. For some of them you cannot. A 2-year medium of purification and selection has been recognized to our terrestrial brothers and sisters, so that the efforts of some of our friends who are in this state are not in vain. So those that are knocking on the different doors, and some are opening, some are not open, some are empty, some lead them to a different place. There's a 2-year period. All our knockings, all our trials that we're going through, sometimes we fall off, sometimes we get back. So this decision has been taken directly by the command of the Lord, and the channel Alpha has been closed for 1 year, and all our brothers and sisters have been taken under supervision. In fact, the Lord mechanism is never closed. The channel Alpha is a single channel possessing the spiral vibrations that cleanses all negativeness. However, to receive the permission to be able to pass through that channel is not easy at all. So we know that the channel Alpha is where all these books are dictated from. And we know that with all the religious books, including this book, it cleanses all negativity from you. That's why we clinch to our religious books and go read a passage when we feel that some bad things are happening, or we're sad, or we need some guidance. We go and we read a passage to attain that positive frequency from the books, right? To cleanse out all the negativeness. This is what these books, this is what that passage, this is what this is saying, right? So in fact, the Lord mechanism is never closed. The channel Alpha is a single channel possessing the spiral vibrations that cleanses all negativeness. And we know that the channel Alpha is where religious books are dictated from. Okay. Hey, 5D, you want to talk about your book to my 7 people? If you do, let me know. In fact, the Lord, the entire universal system here is governed by the single command of the Lord. Okay. Now we would like to tell you about the origin of the situation. When our universal mission reflected on you, you were taken into the religious medium so that your involvement will be more accelerated, right? But until now, we have acted in accordance with the theory of perception. We have elevated your frequencies and developed your 6 senses. This is where we're at right now. Our 6 senses are being evolved, right? Are being developed. The commands given to us were such. When you who gained cosmic awareness in this manner passed beyond the consciousness, you came up to us. You were together with us, the necessary medium to be able to enter the channel Alpha have been prepared for you by this means, right? So getting the cosmic awareness, right? Attaining our 6 senses, getting that universal consciousness rose us up to the level where we were able to get in contact with our celestial families. To our friends who have been able to get the permission to enter the channel Alpha, the gate of the god Amun is opened. The god Amun will be mentioned to you later. Yo, you're going to love the god Amun, but I'm going to talk a little bit. So Amun, there's Amun. We know him from ancient Egypt, right? This is why the knowledge book is so fascinating, because it literally brings in everything. Nothing was ever a fairy tale. Ancient Egypt, Osaru, Amun-Ra, Anubis, none of it was a fairy tale. None of it. Like, this book literally let you know all the beings that ever existed here, that still exist outside of here, that are in different positions outside of here, and then everything just makes more sense. But there's the Trinity, Amun, Amun-Ra, and Rahman. And we know Rahman from also the religions of the Far East. These are beings in the Golden Galaxy, and they're in charge of the Ascension period, the Golden Age, because it talks about how gold is the highest communicative power that we have. Tool or metal or alloy or whatever it is, liquid form, but it's the highest communicative substance that exists. So the Golden Galaxy, who is in charge of the telecane system, is the one that is basically connecting all the consciousnesses that needs to be projected on us for our awakening. So that is the God Amun, and he's in charge of the telecane system. Now let us mention the powerful channel Alpha. I'm still waiting for 5D, but I don't think he's here. She's here. Oh, wait. I'm enjoying listening to. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So now let us mention the powerful channel Alpha. This channel is a channel passing through a very powerful energetic point. If this channel did not exist, you would never be able to come here. This channel is a direct channel of the Lord. And we can understand that this channel holds the highest frequency, right? All the religious suggestions you have received until today have enlightened you and have cleansed you and have prepared you for your religious fulfillment. Universal knowledge can be given to you only after you digest all this knowledge, right? And what does the religious books ever teach us? Unity, love your neighbor as yourself. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Unity, love, all the creations of the Most High should love each other, should be in sync, should be in connection, should be in collaboration, should be in sincerity with each other, right? And literally, not just humans, all the terrestrial and extraterrestrials, the plants, the trees, the air. Remember, everything is conscious. Everything, all the creations have consciousness. All of them are performing their task. How is oxygen able to go through your nose, combine with hemoglobin, go through the blood system, get pumped from the heart to the pulmonary system, back to the heart, then the heart pumps the oxygenated blood, then the oxygenated blood goes to all the cells and then detaches from the hemoglobin and does its little work and give power to all the various cells, and then come back out carbon dioxide, and then gets breathed out, and then gets, charged up again. They're conscious beings. Unless we have respect for all that exists, right? Okay. So the path of science and learning opens up only afterwards, right? Through religion, you find science. Through science, you find religion. All knowledge is one. It's a circle. It's the snake that eats its own head. Okay, it's infinite. It intertwines with itself. It's a double helix that coils up within itself. All knowledge is one. Whether you go through religion to find God, whether you go through science to find God, you will find the Creator. Don't matter. Okay? So the path of science and learning opens up only afterwards. You have to have very high evolvement evolution to be able to enter this channel. This is the reason why we always give you messages on evolvement. During this period, friends who are purified in the religious medium can get the permission to enter the channel Alpha if they file down the roughness in their thought chains, right? So any roughness will be negative spikes, right? But the frequencies of those who are in a genuine religious medium and those who have attained genuine religious consciousness are different. Religious consciousness, rather than religious inclination, takes the human into this coat. Let us explain this further. In certain mediums, religious inclinations depend sometimes on fear and personal benefits. But in religious consciousness, there is the essence of genuine religion. There is no formalism. That is to say that do not worship your Creator out of fear that you may go to hell. Do not do kindness to your brother out of fear that you should be accepted into the heavens. Do not be kind to the animal or whatever out of fear or out of personal benefit to attain certain degrees so that you can go to heaven. No, do it because it is. Do it because that is genuine way of being. That means that in each and every moment, you can be performing your worship within your heart by being a genuine human, by being genuinely kind, not for personal benefit to attain some degree to go to heaven, but rather because it just is. Because that is the natural order, because that is just how things should just be, because that brings you so much happiness and brings everybody else around you so much happiness, and that is so satisfying to your essence. You feel that? Okay, so we have always protected you until today in accordance with the command of our Lord, and will always protect you. This is the reason why we are trying to warn you with all our power on every subject. Your Mevlana is a golden projector of a golden sphere, and your book dictated from the 9 light years, but now there is a supervision in the groups of the entire universe. Everyone is going through his or her examination in his or her own thought frequency. Right? Oops. Sorry. I'm so bad at this. I'm great at this. I have to speak positive. Everyone is going through his or her own examination in his or her own thought frequency. So where is the examination taking place again? We always speak about this. It's taking place here in your thought frequency. Do you carry the right thought frequency to be able to get out of the firmament? If your thoughts are being able to get out of the firmament, then chances are you should be able to get out of the firmament when the time comes. But if your thoughts are being rejected by the stratosphere because it's too negative, 1 + 1 = 2 in this realm at least, right? So, yeah. But now there's a supervision in the groups of the entire universe. Everyone is going through his or her own examination in his or her own thought frequency. The golden age has taken its first step. You are yet at the beginning of a very new period. Everyone will be purified on this luminous path by this given suggestion. So even if it's not now, like everyone that does not believe now, if they come back, if they get reincarnated, they're still gonna have to go through it. Until they attain that, they have to attain it. They have to attain it. Why? Because your essences are out there and your essence is pure, and they have to get back there. They have to get back there pure. So no matter how many times they have to go through it, they will attain this, and they will attend back to their essence. Now the medium has changed. Now your examinations are made while you are alive, because before we thought that the judgment day everybody would be dead, and then we will all be waking up and all that stuff. It's happening right now while we are alive. Our consciousness are being examined. Our thought frequencies are being examined. Are we asleep in spirit? Are we asleep in zombie? Are we zombies, spiritual zombies, or are we conscious? Are you following the system? Did you get the job because the system told you to? Or were you able to analyze the situation and understand that you shouldn't be afraid of anything, because one, you're an immortal being. Even if you die, you're going to die anyway at some point. And if you die, it doesn't mean that you're dead. It doesn't mean that that's the end, but rather you have shed your avatar and attained your genuine self. This is what, so then you don't fear, you're not afraid of death, and therefore nobody can use death to manipulate you to get something within your system. Our examinations are being made while we are alive. Even though these individuals orchestrated the CV-19, it is also part of a universal ordinance. It was a test system for the entire planet. And trust me, a lot of us failed. Okay? So now the medium has changed. Now your examinations are made while you are alive. One day the entire universe will be connected to the golden light year. The entire universe, I told you, everybody's going to have to make it. Don't matter how long it takes, they're going to have to attain this consciousness. And it's going to beat them down until they friggin' submit. I don't know if you ever watched Journey to the West. The Monkey King, conquering the demons. I think that was the one. My guy didn't want to listen. Like Buddha's palm literally had to come out of space and crush that nigger down. Crush him down. And he was just like still trying to fight, became his biggest, highest self, thought that he could handle the hand of Buddha coming. But as Buddha's hand kept coming, he realized that he was not even a speck of sand. Like he literally fit through the cracks, like the palm lines. He fit through so many of them that he didn't even exist. Until all the negativity was purged out of him and he attained himself and he was pure again. That is what's literally going to happen and is happening. Okay? So one day the entire universe will be connected to the golden light year. Divine light who will be accepted to our galaxy medium will be the friends who have passed the Sarat, right? That is the bridge, right? By their world examinations. All our love is upon you. Pen of the golden age. My battery is kind of low. Let me see how much more pages I can do. All right, I'll probably keep going. Notice the group missionaries. The medium you are in is very different than the medium you will be in. There will be special people selected from this medium, but we request you not to ever forget the following. Those who are sent to your groups are sent to you through telepathic perception. So that means that like even people that come in our lives, they're actually sent through telepathic perceptions. And it literally happened to me with Robert. I always tell you that. The frequencies of many of your friends are low. However, they are sent to you because they have sincerity. So a lot of us are very kind people, but we're not able to rise above our depressions. But we're very kind people, and we know ourselves, right? So sometimes you may end up, the universe may end up sending somebody like that to you, and you have to understand your assignment. You have to be conscious and understand your assignment. I understood the assignment. Like literally, you have to be that conscious and be aware, okay? Because sometimes people are very kind, but they're not able to attain universal consciousness, and your job is to help them and elevate them outside of their depressions and help them attain the universal consciousness. And you can only do this if you have what? Infinite love to take on that task, infinite tolerance, because you're going to have to be patient as heck, because I am telling you, I have had my fair share. You're going to have to be patient infinitely, and infinite humbleness. If you have humility and humbleness, you understand that at some point you were just like that individual and you don't pass judgment. Then you go back to the infinite tolerance, and then you become more patient to help that individual. Then you go back to the infinite love, and then you just have so much love that you've been given such an honor to help your fellow brothers and sisters. That's the Trinity. Okay? So when the time comes, we will talk with all of you separately. Sorry, hold on. I have to finish this part. The frequency of many of your friends are low. However, they are sent to you because they have sincerity. Please do not reproach them. Don't pass judgment. This tolerance of yours will appoint you to higher dimensions. Literally, I just said that. Do not pass judgment. Be genuine human. Help them. Have tolerance and patience. Be humble. You're not superior than them. Don't be passing no judgment. When the time comes, we will talk with all of you separately. The variances in frequencies can never connect you to the direct channel. For this reason, we have taken the frequencies under supervision. They don't want us to be so high up above each other in our frequencies. They don't want no prophethood. So they're kind of like adjusting all our frequencies. That's why they will send somebody who may have a lower frequency than you, so that your frequencies will kind of somehow approximate. You help them and you pause for a minute. So you maintain here, then you help them come up. So our frequencies are being supervised in that manner. So, and even sometimes you may get a problem, and that problem is meant to pause your frequency because you're like really flying high. You're like, yeah. And then they're going to send you a little bit of a problem, and you have to like pause, and you may get depressed for like 5 seconds, and you have to go, oh no, I'm not supposed to get depressed. How do I solve this issue? But it literally just wanted to pause you for that time frame because you were like flying high, and your fellow terrestrial brothers and sisters, we're not up to that frequency. We're not supposed to have any prophethood. So yeah, just be aware of that and be conscious of that and still be happy. Okay? Now let us mention the channels. Entrance to each dimension in the universe occurs through special channels. Passing through these channels differs in accordance with the medium of purification. The next higher channel carries a more powerful energy. When a lower channel has to be prepared for the next higher channel, it is taken into a special channel. Its negativeness is annihilated. Only then may it be taken into the channel of the next higher dimension. Literally, 5D life knows about all of this. Like literally every dimension, we know that we're in the 5D right now, or we're entering the 5D, or however way it is. We have, like, negativity cannot exist as we go up these dimensions. Negativity cannot exist, right? It needs to be annihilated. And that is what's happening. That's why all the people that were in charge of the negative system are being exposed, right? A human easily passes through this channel in accordance with the degree of tolerance it gained. Tolerance, patience. So a human easily passes through these channels in accordance with the degree of tolerance gained and consciousness gained. The philosophical changes in some of you occur due to this. The physiological changes in some of you occur due to this. Whether you enter the dimension you deserve, then you will be all right. When you enter the dimensions you deserve, then you will be all right. So as we're being engrafted to higher dimensions, we may feel uneasiness, a little bit of depression, a little bit of sadness and confusion. We're not sure what I'm getting dizzy. We're not sure what's going on. We kind of just feel off. It's because we're being engrafted to a higher dimension, and the previous negativity needs to be like purged out of us. So we kind of feel like a bit off. But when we do enter the dimension or the channel that we're supposed to get to, we become Zen again. And then when we need to get to that other dimension, we kind of go through that little thing again. But it becomes less and less and less and less intense each time, because we become more and more less negative, and then we just become, it's easier to like adapt us to the next higher dimension. Okay, so a human easily passes through these channels in accordance with the degree of tolerance gained, consciousness gained. The physiological changes in some of you occur due to this. When you enter the dimension you deserve, then you'll be all right, and you are taken to other higher dimensions in accordance with the missions you perform there. Right? So even people in other dimensions are performing missions. Nevertheless, if you cannot unify the personality desired by the next higher dimensions with your own personality, you remain in the dimension you're in. Your evolvements occur in this manner. So if you're not able to like get all the attributes needed for the next higher dimension, you remain where you are, and then you evolve from there. The evolvement of each person is subjected to his or her own evolution. Some evolve in one night, some in 1,000 years. That you evaluate the differences in between. Your world is dispersed more and more while the entire universe is unified on the path of universal unification. So there's so much separation in this planet, so much classism and racism and a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff, right? While the universe is united. So if we want to be a universal planet, what do we need to do? We need to be more unified. We need to have more love for one another. That is the ascension process. That is the resurrection. Right? Our mission is to select those who will enter the frequency of the genuine human and to bring them together. Everyone is going through an examination in the medium she or he is in. Whether you pass or fail is supervised from here. Judging does not suit you, so don't judge. This action of yours causes you to lose much of your evolvement, and you reach the next higher dimension much later. Judging. Many people who have been selected are being sent to your group. Selection is made among certain special missionaries. Do not ever be proud just because you are selected. Ego. For you may be selected up to that dimension, but may enter the next higher dimension maybe 100 years, maybe 1,000 years. There are no privileges ever. We require you to assemble in yourself all the virtues of humanity. Telling the events as they are is not gossiping, but to add things, to reproach, to be against, and to accuse are the greatest of sins. So if you're telling an event the way it happened, it's not gossiping. Adding things to that, passing judgment, reproaching and criticizing, accusing are the greatest of sins. Okay? Our Lord is satisfied with all of us. And now let us talk about the religious medium. Your habits have connected you to the religious medium. Since all the texts in all the religious books were given from very high dimensions, the vibrations they carry have cleansed you. You automatically hold on to your books the moment you need to be cleansed. When the prayers you read, with the prayers you read, your negativeness and your fears go away. You become purified and relieved, right? We talked about that earlier. My battery's gonna die. There are no religions, no books in the realm of genuine matureness, because you don't need it, right? The books and the religions were schools of thought to upgrade you, right? To cleanse you, to help you stay pure, to help you incline to positivity, right? But once you become a genuine human, once you become more mature, the books are not needed. Why? Because you are the book. The religious books are only meant for you to attain yourself. Once you attain yourself, you are the universal library yourself. Then you don't need any worship. You just are. You just is. You are a being. Literally, be in. Like you are a being. You just be. During their sessions, our divine friends always tell you to pray. They give you prayers. This means that you need those prayers. What time is it? We can explain this more clearly as follows. A healthy person does not go to the doctor because she or he does not feel any need. However, one goes to the doctor only when she or he is sick. Prayers too are the prescriptions of the remedies which render you well. When you're completely well, there is no need to take the medicines any longer. Right? So the religious books and the religions were meant to give us spiritual medicine, because we're always in a spiritual battle here, which is a battle of negativity, right? So, but we cannot explain this to our friends who are deeply rooted into the soil. Due to this, those trees are doomed to remain where they are. However, if a few of them become conscious, even that is considered a gain for them. Now let us mention the channels Alpha and Beta. Alpha is a supervisionary channel. It is directly connected to the Lord. All the religious books to enlighten humanity have been revealed from here. Those who have been enlightened have been taken into the fourth dimension. That is what we call heaven. This means that the genuine devotees are accepted into this dimension. Those who have been purified in the religious medium, okay, go to heaven. After this dimension, the channel Alpha is open to the dimension of the genuine human. This means that the genuine humans are taken into the channel Alpha. Some of you enter this channel through your books, some through learning, and some through your essence. And from here, there are 24 gates that will open to the court of the firmament. At each gate, you become more human. So we have to go through all 24 gates. Gates are open to you in this manner. After the 24th gate, you become a genuine light. Your prophets who have enlightened you have shed light on you. Remember, all these gates are gates of knowledge. Okay? Your prophets who have enlightened you have shed light on you from this gate. Only after this gate, universal knowledge is given to all the prophets. Now, as a necessity of this period, due to the obligation of the commands we have received, we consider with great tolerance each one of you as a sage, as a prophet, as we are giving the universal knowledges to you. Why? Because we're going through the same process as the prophets went through to attain your light, right? Once we go through the 24th gate, we are all literally prophets and sages and saints. And that's why there is no superiority. This is the period of sincerity. This is a period of collaboration and unity. This is a period of oneness. We are all the atomic whole, right? We are the atomic whole of the atomic whole, the universal whole, right? We are literally fractals of the one who is the one. And we're all returning back to that big part that we're always in it, but now we're understanding that we've always been in it. And that is the return. The return is not a physical return. The return is a light return, is a consciousness of return. And then you just be, right? Okay. So by the knowledge we have given to you in accordance with the command we have received, you are at the moment performing the evolvement of 1,000 years in 1 year. So each one of us is getting the cosmic rays that are literally upgrading us to the speed of 1,000 years in that 1 year. Like the awakening process is so accelerated. If you don't feel it, No, you feel it. I don't care. You feel it. You feel like a pinch of it. You know how I know everybody's feeling it? Because those that are even doubting and are fighting against it, that is a feel. You understand that? They're just on the other end of the spectrum. So they're fighting and they're doubting it. That is a feel. They just need to get to this flat plane and then we can take them up. But the fact that they're even fighting and doubting it means that there's some kind of battle going on within where their higher self is trying to say, this is it. And their earthly self is saying, no, I do not accept. But the fact that that frequency is even there, fighting between the two dimensions of that individual, the two hemispheres of that individual, that is a win. Now I don't know where I am. Damn it. Okay. Okay, I know where I am. Okay, so by the knowledge we have given to you in accordance with the command we have received, you are at the moment performing the evolvement of 1,000 years in 1 year. Your depressions are due to this. Some of you cross the seas but get drowned in a stream. The day you achieve genuine consciousness, you will comprehend the meaning of this. This is the reason why there should be no superiority or ego, because you think you've attained all this consciousness, but then you get to the stream and you end up drowning in the stream because you don't have the tiny little thing that it takes to cross that stream because of your ego. Is my time up? Okay. I need to see the time. I think I have like 30 minutes. Okay, so my battery will probably die very soon anyway. All right. So now let us talk about the channel beta. This channel is a space channel. So we have the alpha channel and we have the beta channel. Okay, the alpha channel is a channel connected to the source of the Most High, where all the religious books come from. It is connected to the source of the sacred tablets of God's decree. It is where the commands of our creator comes from, right? That's the alpha channel. So now the beta channel is a space channel that gives you universal knowledge. So it is the ether of the space. It is all that space is made of, all the codings that exist in space, all the connections, all the dense, everything is connected, but that connectivity, that element that connects everything together, that holds everything together, is all information, codes, symbology, symbolism, all of it, right? That is the beta. That is where like people like Einstein tap into and Tesla tap into to download some stuff and create free energy, right? That is the beta channel. So this channel is a space channel that gives you universal knowledge. All the scientists have made their discoveries by the knowledge of this channel, right? And all the prophets get their knowledge from the channel alpha, right? But in terms of scientific discovery and space discovery is from the beta channel. In world evolvement, the scientific evolvement is made through the channel beta. Positive sciences have advanced on this path. Elevated consciousness have entered the channel and they have become inventors, right? And this is, you enter it through here, right? Now we have closed the channel alpha and have unified it with beta. So the channel alpha and beta are unified right now. And that is why this symbol right here exists. Hold on. This is the alpha and beta symbol. Actually, I think it's at the back. Hold on. I think it's actually in this chapter that we're reading. I may not get to finish this chapter, but yeah. Okay. So it explains it right here. You see that? So the white is the alpha channel, and the black is the beta channel. So this is the symbology of this book, the alpha and beta, because we're gaining universal consciousness, right? So this is the period of collaboration where religious and science and space is all now one, because they literally are one knowledge. But they only came to us differently based on the perception of the society, right? So religion is science, science is religion. It's all one knowledge. This is why all the signatures in the book says if it's from the pen of the golden age, it says alpha and beta symbol. This is the alpha and beta symbol. I can see the Nike copied a couple of stuff from here, but they probably tapped into the beta channel, right, and downloaded that, right, the Nike symbol right here. But yeah, this is the period that we're in, where all the knowledges are merged into one, right? The alpha channel and the beta channel. This is it. Okay, so in the raw development, scientific evolvement is made through the channel beta. Positive signs have advanced on this path. Elevated consciousness have entered this channel and they have become inventors. Now we have closed the channel alpha and have unified it with beta. That is, we have unified religion and learning. Right? At the moment, we are making the selections by this means. It is quite difficult to pass through the channel alpha. Passing through here depends on your views. So what did they say? Religion is unified with what? Learning. There is no separation. This is the period of awakening. This is a period of sincerity. I'm going to leave you guys here. Right? So the views of the entire universe is the view of our Lord. You cannot gain the view by looking with your eyes. You have to see everything through your essence, right? And your essence, there is no separation. Religion is the same as science. All religions are one. All humanity is one. All extraterrestrials are one with us. All creation is one. The mountain is no different from us. Neither is the sand. Sounds very Buddhist, sounds very Zen, but this is the truth, because Buddha also attained his cosmic awareness when he tapped into that channel, and that's why he thought his people centering and oneness with the environment, all of it is one, all of it is real, none of this is fake. Buddha is real, Krishna is real, Vishnu is real, everybody is real. Listen, okay, we are in that period of the wholeness. We are all the atomic whole, okay? So may all the lights fill your spirits. Our friends, pen of the golden age, PGA, alpha, beta. Thank you for sharing of the knowledge book. You're welcome, Cinderella. You're welcome, 5D. Thank you for being here too. Okay, so it's Ramadan, and like I said, today's a very potent day, because today's a massive alignment, and special portals are open today. So meditate, think all the good stuff, okay? Don't even give negativity 1 second of your thought frequency, because that is such a waste. So I'm about to break my fast in like an hour and a half or so, and I gotta go prepare for the house and get everything ready. I love you all. We are in the love of the Most High, and this love exists and is within all of us and is us. And we're sharing this love with all our terrestrial brothers and sisters, those who needs awakening. We're sharing this love frequency with them. We're sharing awakening with them. And we're speaking to their essence, and we're telling them it's time to wake up. It's time to be in love. It's time to be in harmony. It's time to be in peace. It's time to be in collaboration. It's time to be in tolerance. It's time to be in humility. And we are in the resurrection time, and we're sending love and frequency, and we're sending gratitude to all our celestial family and our extraterrestrial families. We're sending so much gratitude through them, because they've been on this mission for eons, and time is different for us and time is different for them, and they're immortal, so maybe it doesn't really matter, but we're still saying thank you for all that they are, and all our prophets and all our sages. And we're sending infinite love to our Creator, who is infinite love that we're in, and we're just cruising in positivity. You know what I mean? And yeah, I love this. Oh, can I tell you a story before I go, if my battery doesn't die? Okay, so the other day, so in February, I was writing. Because, I wrote the knowledge book. I love you too. And I was writing the knowledge book, right? And that was in February 25th. And it's actually on my phone, but I can't show you because I'm on the live over the phone. So February 25th, I went into meditation and I was going up and up and up, or however way you want to. But I heard the name Zahutra. And then I wake up and I'm like, Zahutra, what is that? Anyway, I Googled it. I couldn't find anything. I found some like Indian song, but it wasn't it. Anyway, I wrote it down in my pen, in my notes on my phone. February 25th, I wrote it down. A couple of days ago, I was writing the knowledge book and something said, go look at that name that you picked up like a month ago. So I went back and I looked at it and I'm like, Zahutra, what is it? Okay, anyway, and I went back writing. By the time I finished, and you know, at the book, whoever received the transmission or whoever sent the transmission, they signed their name. So like if it's from the ship Aragon, it will say message received from the ship Aragon, or it will say pen of the golden age alpha beta, right? This one said, after I literally went and looked at February 25th, I looked at Zahutra and I asked, who is Zahutra? After I finished reading this one passage, and the person who sent that message, it says, the responsible one of supreme time, a bodiless being, Zahura. Oh my God. And I know I was livid. I was like, oh my God. Literally, and it's just funny how this particular day I was told to go check the notes that I kept on my phone, February 25th. And so it was Zahura, not Zahutra, but it's a bodiless being, a responsible one, responsible for supreme time, a bodiless being, Zahura. And I was livid. I was like, so like the February 25th when I was meditating, I went up to the point where this individual whispered their name in my ear very loud. Wasn't a whisper, but I shook and I woke up. But all this from the knowledge book, I'm telling you, like, everybody has to get their copy of the knowledge book, you know, and it will just send you further into your evolvement. Like literally you'll be making 1,000 years of evolvement within 1 year. And it doesn't matter which level of your evolution tablet, it picks you up where you are at and it shoots you. It literally slingshot you. That's what it does. That's what it does. You find yourself in there. Anyway, gratitude. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, like, oh, 5D, you're too kind. But yeah, please, 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 please. I know all of you are awake, and I know all of you know all you know, and I know you're all connected. But please, if you don't have the book, get the knowledge book. Please get the knowledge book. It's a different frequency. Anyway, and check out my friend 5D Live. She literally wrote like step-by-step guide on how to attain like your higher self and like attain universal consciousness. Like the book is just, her book is amazing, and it's like so simple. And remember the knowledge book said that 600 books will be dictated to our planet, and everybody will be tapping into their channel and downloading stuff, and they'll be printing it out. She has tapped into her channel, and she literally put a step-by-step guide on how to like attain your consciousness, and basically introducing our celestial families to us as well, and all the different realms and dimensions, just a clear understanding. She's fascinating. She's the 5D Life. Everybody follow her and check out her book and get it. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's on Amazon, but she's a cool lady. Thank you, Cinderella. Gratitude. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna let all of you go. Sending peace and love. Yeah, it's like an adult pic, and it's fascinating. Like I could dig. Like it makes it so easy to connect. Like if you follow it, you just literally it's like reading for kids but for adults, and it's just you know, I'm trying to there's a word, there's an energy that comes with it, but I can't find the word. But yeah, it's picture book for adults. I'm telling you, it's really cool and simple, easy to connect. Like we're in a time where everything is made easier for us. So for her to create that literally means that she's part of the program. Sending so much love to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. You're cool too, 5D. Thank you everybody for being here. Gratitude. Sending so much harmony and love and peace and everything that is positive and good to all of you. I'll see you all next time. I'll try to post when I'm going live. It's just everything is always changing, and I don't have like a specific time, which is fine because I normally have anxiety when I set time for myself. I just like to flow. So enjoy me the way I come. I'm sorry. Okay, bye everybody. Okay, now I don't know how to get off. No, damn it, I'm clicking all the wrong stuff. I can't see. Okay, hold on, this has to work. Oh, there it is.